6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has called for international cooperation to address the global challenges. Shahbaz Sharif has directed for capacity building of small and medium enterprises to make the sector more profitable. The National Assembly was informed today that the government is financing construction of 32 dams during the current fiscal year. The Information Minister says the government plans to train nurses as per international standards to meet the demand at home and abroad. The International Monetary Fund says consistent policy making has supported economic stability in Pakistan. The Indian troops have intensified their efforts to intimidate local residents through extensive cordon and search operations in the illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. In the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament in China, Pakistan will play the last pool match against India at Mochi tomorrow. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has called for significant reforms of international financial framework for achieving sustainable developmental goals. Addressing the first virtual session of Summit of Future Global Call at the United Nations in New York, he said this requires enhanced concessional financing, increased official development assistance and greater lending from multilateral development banks. The Prime Minister presented a plan to the world leaders for economically weak countries to achieve sustainable development goals and to fight global challenges. He said effective international cooperation is more urgent today than ever before to counter these harms. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has directed for taking measures for capacity building of small and medium enterprises to make the sector more profitable. He was chairing the first meeting of Steering Committee of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Authority in Islamabad today. Declaring the small and medium enterprises sector as an engine of national development, the Prime Minister said expanding exports of small and medium enterprises is imperative for the country's economy. He also instructed that SMEDA board be made functional immediately. Shahbaz Sharif directed that women entrepreneurs be specially included in all decisions related to small and medium enterprises in the country. The Prime Minister emphasized that all products prepared for exports should meet international standards. The meeting was briefed about the strategy for development of small and medium enterprises in the country. It was stated that experts with international repute will be hired for the development of small and medium enterprises. The Planning Minister Ehsan Iqbal says the Amir Pasha Dam is a crucial project for Pakistan's water and food security and must be completed expeditiously in the national interest. He was chairing a review meeting on the progress of the Amir Pasha Dam project in Islamabad today. Ehsan Iqbal said until 2018, estimated construction cost of the Amir Pasha Dam was 479 billion rupees and 120 billion rupees had already been spent on land acquisition. However, due to delays and unnecessary postponements during the tenure of the previous government, the cost of the project has increased significantly. He said the Amir Pasha Dam will provide a storage of 6.4 million acre-feet of water, which is important for the country's agriculture and industry. The Minister of State for Information Technology and Telecommunications, Shahzad Fatma Khwaja, says steps taken by Pakistan regarding cyber security have been acknowledged at the global level. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, she said Pakistan has been enlisted among the top tier and emerged as the role model regarding cyber security. Shahzad Fatma Khwaja said we have also maintained all the international standards regarding cyber security. The Minister of State said information technology industry is rapidly growing in the country and its credit goes to the constant hard work of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif and his entire team. She said promotion of information technology is also the topmost priority of the Special Investment Facilitation Council. Shaza Fatma Khwaja said it is for the first time that Google has made investment in Pakistan's IT sector, which is a big achievement. This is Radio Pakistan. The National Assembly was informed today that the federal government is financing construction of 32 dams during the current fiscal year. The Minister for Water Resources, Musaddiq Malik, informed the House during question hour that these projects, once completed, will have a capacity to store over 800,000 acre-feet of water. Musaddiq Malik informed the House that each province is getting its water share. He said a contract has also been awarded for installation of an automatic telemetry system to end water-related disputes among the provinces. The Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Ataullah Tarer, informed the House that Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has directed the National Vocational and Technical Training Commission to train nurses as per the international standards. He said this will enable Pakistan to meet the demand of nurses both at home and abroad. The Senate was informed. The Minister for Petroleum informed the House during question hour that 4 bidding rounds were conducted in the last 4 years. 33 blocks were awarded to exploration and production companies, wherein international companies have presence in 7 blocks. The Executive Board of the International Monetary Fund will discuss Extended Fund Facility Program for Pakistan on the 25th of this month. This has been stated by the IMF spokesperson Julie Kozak during a press briefing in New York. She said the fund had reached a staff-level agreement with Pakistan on Extended Fund Facility on the 12th of July. The International Monetary Fund spokesperson said consistent policy making has supported economic stability in Pakistan. The Indian troops have launched extensive cordon and search operations across several districts of the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, intensifying their efforts to intimidate the local residents. According to Kashmir Media Service in Poonch district, a joint operation involving the Rashtriya Rifles and Central Reserve Police Force has been initiated in Salampura village near Dehra Ki Gali. During one of these operations, troops arrested a youth identified as Mohammed Shabir near the Porta bypass area. Similar operations are also ongoing in the Rapshala area of Kishtwar district, as well as in various parts of Rajouri, Udhampur and Kupwara districts. Meanwhile, the occupation authorities have placed senior all-party Hurriyat Conference leader Mirwais Omar Farooq under house arrest in Srinagar for the second consecutive Friday, barring him from attending congregational prayers at the historic Jamia Masjid. Continuing its policy of dispossessing Muslims from their properties in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the BJP-led Indian regime has seized 2 residential houses in Lower Ragura area of Jammu district. Since August 2019, the Indian authorities have seized properties worth millions of rupees belonging to the Kashmiris. This colonial strategy aims to undermine their economic stability and erode their resolve for freedom. Israel's military, in an unabated aggression, have martyred 40 more Palestinians in Gaza. More than 41,000 Palestinians have been martyred and 95,000 injured in the Israeli attacks on Gaza since October 7 last year. Meanwhile, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, has reiterated the demand for immediate ceasefire in Gaza following the attack on a United Nations-run school. And now news about sports. We begin with cricket. South Africa's women cricket team arrived in Lahore today to play the 3-match T20 international series against Pakistan. Three T20 international matches will be played on the 16th, 18th and 20th of this month in Multan. Hockey. In the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament in China, Pakistan will play the last match against India at Mochi tomorrow. The match will begin at 12:45 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Pakistan have already qualified for the semi-finals. And finally, the weather. Rain, windstorm, and thunder showers is expected in Islamabad, Potawar region, Upper Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, North Balochistan, Kashmir, and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. Heavy falls with hailstorm may also occur at isolated places in Upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Kashmir, and Potawar region during evening and night. Dry weather is expected in other parts of the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link, facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.